Now the world of Ocellus is about to be revealed. Join me as I introduce the characters and their backstories as war, greed, and turmoil rock civilizations, which include people who dwell on land, in water, and rule the air. Welcome. My name is Jagan, and I'm the author of the Ocellus Chronicles, Before the Beginning. This channel is dedicated to the introduction to the characters of Ocellus, characters featured in a planned 5-book series where 3 of the 5 books are currently completed. But let's take a minute to go back to the beginning. If you haven't had the opportunity to get caught up on the first 6 episodes of the Ocellus Chronicles, I highly recommend that you do. What once started off as a region that only involved 2 queens has slowly developed into a whole world. Ocellus is now not just 2 hemispheres that are discussed, but a whole world. The original focus was once Ocellus, and it was the only region. Now it has evolved into a whole world, with Ocellus now being looked at as a region of Western and Eastern Hemisphere, with many other regions now representing Adama. In episode 1, 2, and 3, the focus was on solely Ocellus, introducing you to the characters. Episode 4 and 5 introduced the region of Ejiro and its 2 classes that were looked at, the royals and the military. Episode 6 focused on a different region, Tajiria. We looked at a tale of 2 sisters, which brings us now to the next region of interest, Tajiria. Welcome to Tajiria. Tajiria has a main focus of a character that we'll be looking at, the heiress, Lena. Lena will be introduced, and every other character will be looked at with their relationship as it relates to Lena. But before we look at the other characters of Tajiria, let me introduce you to Lena. Lena, daughter to President Tatu Madatum of Tajiria, one of the richest nations of Adama. Lena Moja Madatum is attempting to earn her right as next in line for the title of president. Looking for the endorsement of her father, she is taking the steps to prove her abilities of becoming an excellent leader. Lena Moja Madatum. Next, let's look at her father, Tatu Madatum. Tatu Madatum is the reigning president of Tajiria. He has served 4 7-year terms as president. Currently, he is in the middle of his 5th term and is looking to retire, but not until he chooses a successor to replace him. He is currently considering his daughter as well as his nephew, the son of his brother. Justine, mother of Lena Moja. Justine Madatum, beloved First Lady of Tajiria, happily married to Tatu since the age of 25. She is the birth mother of Lena Moja Madatum. Rembo Saba Madatum, cousin of Lena Moja, nephew of Tatu Madatum. He is currently being considered as a successor for the high office of Tajiria. Rimbo is the current United World Council delegate of Gazan, a neighboring country to Tajiria. When his father passed, his uncle stepped up as a father figure. So there's a brief look at 4 of the main characters of Tajiria. But there is one more that we really need to take a look at. You might have noticed that there's a man standing awfully close to Lena. Let's take a look at this mystery person. We've had the opportunity to look at the mother and father of Lena, her cousin, and now let's look at a, who knows, possible love interest, the captain, Zarin. Zarin DeMarco. Zarin DeMarco is the technician and captain of the vessel Ashai, a covert ship used by high-ranking officials for stealth travel. Zarin is currently commissioned by Lena Moja of Tajiria to escort and protect her while she acts as a neutral United World Council delegate. Zarin DeMarco, captain of the Ashai. So there you have just a brief introduction to some of the important characters from Tajiria. Tajiria, one of many regions that is featured in the Ocellus Chronicles. That concludes episode 7 of the Ocellus Chronicles, the Tajiria Nation, Royal Succession. You had the opportunity to meet Lena and Zarin, along with several family members of Lena. For the last 6 episodes, you've been introduced to several characters from the Ocellus Chronicles. Today, we gave you episode 7. I hope to introduce more characters of the Ocellus Chronicles to you. However, in the meantime, you can find behind-the-scenes information for the Ocellus Chronicles at Before the Beginning, the Ocellus Chronicles Genesis. You can find the podcast at Spotify, Apple. There's also an Instagram page, and now introducing YouTube podcasts. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Ocellus Chronicles, and if you have, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for future episodes. You've been introduced to several regions. Our next region, you'll get to meet a brother and sister from the Ariatics. Until then, this is Jagan, author of the Ocellus Chronicles, Before the Beginning. Thanks for watching.